Hello and welcome into the broadcast, everybody. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. I just finished commentating the U.S. thrilling victory over Honduras, the U.S. men's national team, that is, in the CONCACAF Nations League semifinals, and now another one of my favorite teams in action in a playoff game, so I had to come on for the rest of this one. It's Game 3 of the second round between the Boston Bruins and the New York Islanders. It's been a low-scoring affair tonight in Long Island at the Coliseum. It's a 1-0 lead for Boston. Craig Smith with the first period goal. It was a scoreless second period. And now here we are in the third, 14:31 left in the third period as the Bruins win the defensive zone draw, and that's where I'll pick up the action. What's going on, Quinn? What's going on, David? Yeah, I try to never miss a game. I try to. It's tough with, school and other stuff going on. But I try to at least do part of every Bruins playoff game because they're so epic. And I just love doing it. And I don't know. I feel some sense of guilt if I miss out on one. And I just always fear missing a big moment. In a game, because I always love to be on the call for incredible moments. That's what I love about it. The shot started 13-6 in this game in favor of the Islanders, but since it's been 20-3 Boston, 14:18 left in the third period as the Islanders dump this one in. Carlo back to the puck, backhands it ahead for Hall. Hall lays it back, and now Riley ahead to center ice. Flipped into the near corner by Krejci. Getting there first for New York is Scott Mayfield. Now they'll get it out. Matt Martin with the self-pass in deep. And now the Bruins trying to clear. Here's Craig Smith. Smith ahead for Taylor Hall. Hall will hold in the neutral zone. And now a whistle comes as Brandon Carlo is down for the Boston Bruins. Yeah, no, Quinn, it's not that I don't feel like doing it or I'm just too tired. I just unfortunately won't be able to because right after this game ends, I have to go to bed since I have to wake up early for school tomorrow, of course. And then I wouldn't have time tomorrow. I don't even... Yeah, I wouldn't have time tomorrow because I have school, and then I have the SAT Saturday morning at 8 a.m. So tomorrow I'm just after school going to be getting my final, studying a little more for the SAT, and then I have to go to bed early because the test is at like 8 a.m. and it's an hour away. So I just wouldn't have time to get it done, unfortunately, Quinn. All right. I appreciate that. Yeah, hope you understand, but it's not that I don't want to do it. I wouldn't have time to, in all honesty. I'll be right back after a quick commercial break. I'm going to get some water quickly, but it's Bruins Islanders Game 3, third period continues next. Welcome back. It's the Bruins and the Islanders. 1-0 Boston lead. Craig Smith scored the first period goal for Boston, and that's the only goal tonight between the two sides. Brandon Carlo was the player down. That's why play was halted. He took a bit of an awkward hit into the end boards from Cal Clutterbuck. It was a bit wobbly heading down and just really couldn't get up. A bit of a scary situation, really, for Brandon Carlo. As he just couldn't keep his balance and fell down. Oh, I appreciate that a lot, Ben. So yeah, obviously you being from England, Ben, you're definitely very unfamiliar with the SAT. So what the SAT is, it's a popular test that Well, most colleges used to require it. Now some colleges are test optional, but some still require the SAT, and the SAT can help. Your SAT score can help you get accepted into a college. And some colleges require a certain SAT score to even think about accepting you. So basically, the SAT, it's a test that there's 2 English sections and then 1 math section. So there's no pass mark, Ben, but for certain colleges, there's certain, scores that you kind of have to get based on the average, SAT score for those who are accepted into certain colleges. Here's a 2-on-1 for Boston. Hall whipped on the shot, second effort saved. So it's a bit complicated, Ben. There's no pass mark. Like, you could do awful on the SAT, but it just won't help you at all getting into a good college. But like Ivy League schools are the most prestigious. You have to get like a really good SAT score there. But the scoring is on a scale, I don't even know what the lowest score you can get is. If that puck's batted down, put wide by Marchand. But the maximum score is a 1,600, Ben. So if you get everything right, you get a 1,600. Even a 1,400 is really good, as this backhand effort's put wide. I'm aiming for a 1,400, which will be very difficult, but I'm going to take the SAT again in the fall. What colleges do I want to get into? There's a number that I have in mind, as this slap shot's fired in on goal from Ryan Pulock and a save made by Rask. But yeah, I want to go into sports broadcasting, obviously, Ben, and there are some schools that are known for having, good sports broadcasting programs, like good with sports media and communications and broadcast journalism. So I've already toured a few. I've toured Northeastern, Boston University, which are both in Boston. I've toured Hofstra, which is on Long Island. Other schools that I'm interested in are Syracuse, which is the dream school, obviously, for sports broadcasting, Ithaca, Fordham, Emerson, which is in Boston as well. The others I mentioned are in New York, as this wraparound effort shut down and a save made by Varlamov. What are other schools? And then, I don't know, I'll probably end up staying in the Northeast, but I do have some schools elsewhere in mind. Ohio University, Kansas, Arizona State, the University of Southern California. Obviously, the price is a big part of it, because college is very expensive, ridiculously expensive. Your mom went to Northeastern, Quinn? That's awesome. And your dad, okay, yeah. Yeah, I liked Northeastern. When I toured it, I liked it. Even though it's in the city, it has a real campus feel, which I liked. But it is hard to get into Northeastern. I think they have like an 18% acceptance rate. But, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, those are some I have in mind. But yeah. Hopefully the SAT goes well on Saturday. Yeah, and if you're obviously you're unfamiliar with the SAT, Ben, but usually take that in your junior year of high school. Down the left wing, here's a chance sent across, and the shot goes wide. No BC, no URI or PC. I mean, they're definitely in mind. There's a number of schools that I have in mind, but I mean, those schools are good. Although URI, I heard, are good for sports broadcasting. That is true. I just don't know. I mean, I've heard that there are better options than those when it comes to sports broadcasting in particular, but I could be wrong. Oh, Quinnipiac's another one that I didn't mention that I'm interested in. But I mean, yeah, those are options, as well as this shot is sent in from the left point. Save made by Varlamov. Now it's kept in the offensive zone. Here's a shot that's blocked. And now a second chance, but the Islanders take it away. And now Eberle will clear, as this is sent diagonally across for McAvoy. Yeah, Quinnipiac's right near where he used to live. Yeah. Yep. Boston College is a good communication school. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to tour BC when I was there, but I decided to go with Northeastern BU because I did it all in one day. But I'm going to go back to Boston this summer to do, BC and Emerson. Yeah, Quinnipiac have a good hockey team, absolutely. We're midway through the third period, 1-0. It's the Boston Bruins leading the New York Islanders. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in as there's a scrum along the end boards behind the goal of Tuukka Rask. Now Clifton's there for Boston. Grzelcyk leaves it for Taylor Hall. A pivotal Game 3 with the series tied at 1. Now down the right wing. It's held by Hall. Clifton. Clifton dumps it into Hall in the corner. Now it's along the goal line. Cycled high. This is in deep now by Grzelcyk, but nobody on the end of the pass for Boston. The Islanders will start it up. Still searching for their first goal of the night. And New York will now make a change as Boston started up through center ice. Taylor Hall skating across the blue line. Now Bergeron fires. Glove save. And now poked away by the stick of Varlamov. Second chance. The one-timer saved as Riley's effort is denied. Riley now over to the right wing. Spinning through and taking a fall was Charlie McAvoy. And a penalty will be assessed. A tripping call on the way against Josh Bailey. 1-0. The Boston Bruins leading the New York Islanders. And now Boston heading to the power play. McAvoy tripped the Bruins with a golden chance to double the lead next. Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. Yes, Ben, you are correct. This game is in New York. Yep, Boston have home ice advantage. So they had games 1 and 2 at home. Now games 3 and 4 in New York. And then game 5 in Boston. And then if necessary, 6 in New York, 7 in Boston. Same format as the NBA where it's 2-2-1-1-1. As here is McAvoy off the faceoff win by Boston. They're on the power play. Just under 9 minutes left in the third. This is up high to McAvoy. He tees up Pasternak. The shot just wide. And Varlamov might have got a piece of it. Now it's in the far corner. Up into the high slot with McAvoy. McAvoy feeds it to the right circle. Now played down low to the goal line with Marchand. Krejci now back to Marchand. Feeds it in front. McAvoy shoots. Save made. And a loose rebound in back of the net. Now Marchand digs it out. Up to the right point. Slap shot. And that's smothered. Varlamov with the stop. The Bruins pouring on the chances. But not able to find that second goal. Marchand finding McAvoy at the left circle as well for a good look. But Varlamov up to the task. Still 1:18 left on this power play. The block shot's 19-9 New York in this one. And a whistle here before the puck drop. Pajot and Bergeron will do it again. This draw to the left of Semyon Varlamov. Boston will win it. Out to the right point. Krejci down to the corner. Back up top for Krejci. Krejci holds. Now skates into the high slot. Taps it back to McAvoy. Here's a one-time shot. Save made. Marchand was denied. Now Marchand grabs his own rebound. Bergeron able to keep it in by, McAvoy able to keep it in. Now a shot just wide. Out to McAvoy at the point. Now at the left circle. Pastrnak in front. Redirection is saved. Varlamov continues to make big stops. Now it's McAvoy closing in. That goes just wide. Here's Krejci up to the point. McAvoy over to the right circle. Now fed down low. Fed across. Krejci with a drive. That's off the mark. Wow. So many chances for Boston on this power play. And now this puck gets by the skates of Krejci. Now the other way, it's J.G. Pajot. Pajot for the Islanders looking for support. That pass will escape the offensive zone, and the Islanders reset. Just 10 seconds left, however, on the Boston power play. The Coliseum is getting loud as their fans applaud the penalty kill. And that is it. Full strength, 5-on-5 with 6:50 left in the third. The power play is an unsuccessful one for Boston. Here's Noah Dobson. Sends it to the left wing corner with Josh Bailey. Pass out in front. Rask got a piece. Now to the high slot. It's Adam Pelech. Bruins win it back. Hall out to center ice. That would be great if I got Kornheiser and Wilburn to sponsor me. That would be great. Yeah, those two are awesome on PTI. Here's Brock Nelson. Nelson cross ice pass. Here's a shot. Second chance is blocked in traffic, and now Wagner pokes the puck ahead out to the neutral zone. Under 6 minutes to play in regulation, the Bruins hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Now it's out to center ice, possessed by Ryan Pulock. Now Nicoletti. That's off the stick of Palmieri. Clifton races to the puck. Swooping in to win it was Barzal. Now a shot from the point. Deflected. Palmieri whiffed on the shot. Wraparound chance. The Islanders try to jam it home, and they do. And New York have grabbed the equalizer. We're all tied up. It's Matt Barzal who makes it 1-1. The New York Islanders have tied it. 5:26 left in the third, and the Coliseum is going absolutely nuts right now. Wow. Pulock with the deflected shot. Palmieri whiffed on his effort, and then Barzal just gathered it at the behind the goal. Wraparound shot. Rask made the original save, but was just able to jam it across the goal line. It somehow slipped by, and we're all tied late in the third period. Well, that certainly shifts the momentum to New York's side. There's no denying that now. What a big goal that is for the Islanders. And their home crowd is absolutely buzzing now. How often do teams score on the power play? That's a good question, Ben. I'd say probably the best team on the power play in the league probably is like 28% on the power play. So 1 out of every 4 times is solid. Average is probably around like 18% or something like that. 18% of the time. So yeah, it's not a guarantee because you're only up a man for 2 minutes on most power plays. Most of them are minor penalties. So, obviously you have the advantage, but it's not like it's super easy to score on them. But yeah, once out of every 4 times is pretty good. As here's a Shot by Mayfield. That goes just wide. Now the Islanders looking to take their first lead of the game. 4:23 left in the period. And now it's worked ahead by McAvoy. McAvoy, the indirect feed off the wall. And it will be an icing against Boston. I'll tell you what, the Coliseum is going absolutely nuts. A packed house. And the face-off coming back in the Boston zone. .4:15 left in regulation. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This face-off to the right of Rask. What a series it's been so far. And the story's been no different tonight. Here's Anthony Beauvillier. Beauvillier to the point. Now it's sent to the open corner on the near side. Puck sent to the back of Tuukka Rask's goal. And now it's claimed by Riley, who will dump it out of the zone on the backhand. This puck retrieved by Ryan Pollock of the Islanders. Yeah, I know, Ben. The Bruins were leading for a while, but the problem was they couldn't add on to the one goal they scored early. They were just hanging on. And Matthew Barzal scoring his first goal of the playoffs has tied it late third period. And yeah, it's definitely a pivotal game. Game 3 with the series tied at 1 apiece. Absolutely pivotal. Indeed. 3:45 to go. Face off in the Islanders zone to the left of Semyon Varlamov. Well, 2 third period penalty kills certainly gave the Islanders a boost, and they took advantage, scoring at the other end eventually. That momentum has certainly helped them significantly. The Bruins outshooting the Islanders 38-20 tonight. Now a battle for the loose puck on the far side. Shot taken, that's blocked, and now the other way, a breakaway chance maybe. Backhand shot is saved. Beauvillier was in on goal, but Rask able to smother the puck, and now a scrum in front of the goal crease. Wow, what a chance for Anthony Beauvillier. A blocked shot at one end leading to a breakaway chance at the other, but Tuukka Rask keeps this game tied. It is 1-1 on Long Island. What a game. Final 3 minutes of regulation are next. Will there be a late winner, or will we have the second consecutive game of the series go to overtime? Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Of course, it's championship season at this time of year. Saturday at 5 Eastern time, it's the Belmont Stakes. For those of you who are into horse racing, the final jewel of the Triple Crown. There'll be no Triple Crown this year, of course. That is on Saturday. Meanwhile, here, there's nothing like playoff hockey, and we're seeing that on full display tonight. 3:08 remaining in the period, and in regulation as that puck deflects out of play for a stoppage in the action. Yeah, this is playing out like I expected. The Bruins are one of the favorites to win the Stanley Cup this season, Ben. The Islanders, not so much. But the reason that I thought the series coming in, I said coming into it, the Bruins would win in 7. The reason I thought that, and the reason why it's playing out so competitively, is because even though the Bruins are a better team, skill-wise, all around, they're a better team. They have a really good coach in Barry Trotz, and this is an Islanders team who have really stingy defense. They pride themselves on defense. They don't allow many goals. They can be frustrated to play against, and they grind out results. They find ways to win, and sometimes they have the ability to steal games. So yeah, the Islanders are just a gritty team that are not fun to play against at all. They're not easy to beat, that's for sure. One of the hardest teams to beat in the NHL. They're a hard team to play against, just the way they play. Here is Kuraly gaining the line. Right pad save made by Varlamov. We're winding down in period 3. Now on the near side, a fight for the puck. Wagner goes down as he was hit by Adam Pelech. And now Kuraly comes in, and a penalty will be called. Sean Kuraly absolutely furious with the official. It'll be a cross-checking penalty, and what a costly mistake that could be for Boston, as the New York Islanders will head to the power play with 2:15 remaining. So just about the rest of regulation, the Islanders will have the man advantage. Just completely unnecessary from Kuraly with the cross-check on Kyle Palmieri. And it'll be nervy times here for the Boston Bruins on the penalty kill late. Brock Nelson in the face-off against Patrice Bergeron. This draw to the right of Tuukka Rask. Bruins with a crucial defensive zone face-off win, and they immediately clear, as this is behind the Islanders' goal, controlled by Varlamov. He will leave it, and now it's brought ahead by Andy Green. Palmieri will swing it around to the far side. Nick Leddy moves it back to the right wing. But getting there first was Marchand, and he sends it down ice. The Islanders once again will have to retreat. Game tied at 1, a pivotal game in the series that's knotted up at 1 apiece. Kyle Palmieri closing in. Now behind the goal, McAvoy had the puck for a moment, but it's won back by Palmieri. Now a one-time shot, that's blocked. Josh Bailey has it edge of the right circle. High slot it goes. Nick Leddy feeds it to the left wing. Now circling around is Ryan Pollock. Chance in front. Palmieri's denied. The puck's still loose. Rebound in the slot. Leddy fires. That goes wide. Second chance. Shot off the mark by Brock Nelson. Multiple chances here for New York. Now it's sent across the ice for Pollock. Under a minute left in regulation and 40 seconds to go on the New York power play. The Coliseum is beyond loud right now. Pajot goes across on the backhand, looking for Eberle. Stick lift by Marchand. Bruins can't clear the zone. This is now Dobson. Ahead for Barzal. Cross ice pass. The shot is saved. Tuukka Rask with a key stop. More chances maybe coming from New York. Barzal across. That was played just behind Jordan Eberle. Now Eberle cycles high. It's gloved at the line by Dobson. The power play is over. Kuraly out of the box. 13 seconds left in the third period. And now here's a chance in front. That effort deflects off the near side boards. Now Clifton controls behind the goal, and he'll just trap this puck as we are heading to overtime. There was a loose puck in the end, but time ran out for the Islanders to get one more shot. And for the second consecutive game in this series, bonus hockey is necessary. It's 1-1 after 60 minutes, more than 60 minutes necessary to decide the Game 3 winner. Overtime is coming at the Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. Wow, what a game it's been. Coming up on the Overtime Intermission Report, I'll actually have a live look in at Game 3 in Tampa, and I'll also discuss who I think will score the OT winner. That's to come next on the Overtime Intermission Report. Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Overtime Intermission Report. What's going on, Bargov? Welcome in. You're watching the Lightning and Hurricanes, and it's just as tight. Yeah, it looks that way. I just checked in on that game. 2-2, huh? Yeah, what a game between the Lightning and Hurricanes. I'll actually take a live look into that game in a moment here on the Overtime Intermission Report. At the end of regulation, it's 1-1 between the Bruins and the Islanders. What a game this has been. Not many goals, but plenty to talk about. It's been up and down, fast-paced game, at least for the third period that I've seen. And another game in the series heading to OT. We saw that in Game 2, and now in Game 3, we're heading to an extra period of play. And honestly, since I came on to broadcast the third period, the Islanders really, that's when they started to gain momentum. They killed off a couple of penalties, and that was really the key for them to gain the momentum, and that led to some confidence in the offensive zone. They were testing Rask often. It wasn't a beautiful goal by any means. It was jammed home at the back door by Barzal, but the Islanders will take it, and that's just a goal that, if you're the Bruins, it's just a real frustrating one to give up, as Matthew Barzal scored his 8th career playoff goal in the third period, his first goal of this postseason. And that's what has this game heading to overtime. The Bruins were just holding on throughout ever since the first period with that 1-0 lead. They just couldn't hold on long enough in the end as the New York Islanders ultimately get that equalizing goal. And now momentum really is on their side. You know, in front of their home fans, it's a rocking atmosphere at the Coliseum. So as a Bruins fan, I'm certainly nervous as this is the second straight game to reach overtime this series. Of course, game 2 went to OT back on Monday night, in which the Islanders won in overtime after a poor giveaway by Jeremy Lauzon that led to a breakaway chance at the other end, put away by Casey Cizikas. The Bruins will not want that same story tonight. Well, I promised I'd take a live look into the Carolina-Tampa Bay game, and that's what I'll do right now. So let's take a look into that game as the Bruins and Islanders are in the overtime intermission currently. End of the third period as the Bruins and Islanders get ready for OT. Still a couple minutes away from overtime. So let's check in on Carolina-Tampa, where it's 2-2 currently. The Lightning leading this series 2-0. They won both games on the road to get the series started, and a good game 3 so far as the score is tied. 13 and a half minutes left in the third period at Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay. The winner of this series, by the way, plays the winner of the Bruins-Islanders series. Spin move here. Palat fires. Save made through traffic by Nedeljkovic. Now it's turned over by the Lightning. Brought the other way by Sebastian Aho of Carolina. Tampa Bay will move it to center ice. Now a chip pass for Eric Chernak. Chernak to the right point. And his shot went wide. Now a pass in the slot, couldn't find Kucherov. Lightning keep it in the offensive zone. This is wound in deep. Tampa Bay have it on the near side. A lot of aggressive play there as Palat was essentially picked up as Carolina clear the puck. And that will be an icing call with 12:38 left in the third. Those of you just tuning in, it's currently the end of regulation between the Bruins and Islanders. Still a few minutes before overtime gets underway in that one. So I'm just taking a quick live look in, doing some commentary of the Hurricanes Lightning game. Oh, look at that. The stick of Braden Point got stuck between the skate of Svechnikov. You don't see that every day. They were able to get it out in the end, but that is not something you see on an everyday basis. Now here come Carolina in the offensive zone. That pass into the slot broken up. Delayed offside here. The Lightning gain control of the puck. That pass captured momentarily. Now back to Kucherov, who delivers a hit. Now Killorn leaves the puck. And maybe a chance for the Lightning. And it's 2-2 in that one at almost the midway point of the third period. 12 minutes left in the third period. It's 2-2 between Carolina and Tampa Bay. There's a quick live looking for that game. Meanwhile, after the break, I'll get you set for overtime between the Bruins and Islanders. Stay tuned for that. I'll be right back. Welcome back into the overtime intermission report, everybody. Yes, that's right. Bonus hockey on the way for the second game in a row this series. OT moments away. Look at playoff overtime goals. Bailey and Zajac with 2 for the Islanders. For the Bruins, Bergeron has had 4. Marchand, Smith, Krejci all with 2. So the Bruins definitely the more experienced team when it comes to play overtime playoff games. But obviously the Islanders got the better of the Bruins in OT just a few nights ago in Boston. And the Bruins will try to make sure that won't happen. It should, as always, be an exciting overtime period on the way. I think the Bruins are going to win in overtime. If I had to pick a goal scorer, I feel like Taylor Hall has a game winner in him. I don't know why. The Islanders certainly with the momentum after the game, tying goal late in the third period. But can the Bruins overcome that and win the game in OT? We'll find out next. Yeah, I know, Ben. That Denver-Portland game is very close. It was tied the last time I checked just a few minutes ago. Indeed. So great action in both the NBA and NHL playoffs tonight. I'll be back after the break. Overtime between the Bruins and the Islanders is next. Let's go to overtime, shall we? Bruins and Islanders tied at 1, and OT is upon us as both teams head back onto the ice. Golden goal, next goal wins. It's sudden death overtime, playoff hockey. Of course, Casey Cizikas scored the game winner just a few nights ago in Boston in Game 2. That came in overtime, a breakaway chance, a nice finish by Cizikas for the 4-3 overtime victory for New York. And that's what has the series tied 1-1. Who will take Game 3? That's the question. The last OT game between Boston and the New York Islanders at Nassau Coliseum all the way back on April 21st of 1980 in the NHL quarterfinals. Game 4, Boston won 4-3. It's been a while since we've had playoff an overtime playoff game between these two teams in this arena. Most famous ice hockey game you've seen, 1980 Olympic final. Yep, absolutely, Ben. Unfortunately, I was not born yet. But there is a movie, Miracle on Ice. I've watched it, and it's just gives me chills watching it. I can only imagine for a U.S. Citizen how amazing that day was. Upsetting Russia, just unbelievable. All right, we're underway in overtime. The Islanders going from right to left, the Bruins left to right. We play until there's a goal. That's how it goes. We'll see who strikes first. Here's Pastrnak, back for Krejci. Krejci shovels it to the center of the ice. One back by Palmieri, who gives it away to Matt Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk the lead pass. This sent all the way down, and icing called against the Bruins. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. OT just getting started at the Nassau Coliseum. Face off here to the right of Tuukka Rask. Boston win it, but a whistle comes and they'll redrop the puck here. Perhaps a false start. And this crowd is into it, to say the least, at the Coliseum. This time Boston win it. Pastrnak brings the puck forward. Flips it in on the backhand. Yeah, let's go Bruins. Absolutely. Ope Snow. Thanks for tuning in, and let's go Bruins. That's right. Krejci got bumped. Now it's Hall through the slot. Hall's pass turned over. He was looking for Mike Riley. Now a chance the other way. 2-on-2 for the Islanders. Delaying and now firing is Beauvillier. Redirected puck just wide. What a chance for New York to win it. Now that pass intercepted by Anthony Beauvillier. Beauvillier in the far corner. Now up to the point. Sent across the line to Leddy. Leddy over to the right circle. Now it's held by Brock Nelson. Deflected pass collected by Beauvillier. Pass into the slot. Broken up by Craig Smith. Nelson went down. There were shouts for a penalty. Nothing called. And now Boston will ice the puck once more for the second time early on in this overtime. Yeah, absolutely, Carlos. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast. I appreciate that, Carlos. Yep. Go Bruins. Let's go. Let's go. I'm nervous, though. I'm very nervous. I will admit that. Just a minute 41 into OT. Face off here to the left of Rask. Boston will win control of the face-off. Here's Riley. Up the wall, and now Barzal takes it away in the neutral zone for New York. Down the left wing, it's Jordan Eberle. Eberle fires a shot. Saved short side by Rask with the right pad. Ritchie turns it over in a bad area. Eberle shoots, save made, rebound, and Rask makes the double stop. What a save, denying Matt Barzal, who had a goal earlier on, back in the third period to force overtime. And my goodness, the best chance to end it early on in OT. Rask let up the rebound, but then made an excellent second stop, snatching that puck out of the air. Yeah, Tuukka, what a big stop. Indeed. Boston win the draw. McAvoy will sling it down ice. No icing. It took a deflection. Here's Varlamov. Moves it around to Cizikas. That's saved at the line, and a quick shot turned aside by Semyon Varlamov. The Islanders move it through center. That pass just ahead of Matt Martin. Now Lazar sends it ahead the other way. His pass intercepted. New York sends it around the end boards. Cizikas centers. Shot wide. What a chance. That was for Adam Pelech. Now it's sent across the line. Pelech, edge of the circle. Through traffic, Rask made the pad save. Second chance. And another stop by Tuukka Rask. He's putting on a clinic, Tuukka, in this overtime period. Multiple chances for the Islanders to win it. Sent off the end boards now by Travis Zajac. Boston finally managed to clear. And another icing call. The OT shots on goal, 4-1 Islanders. Rask has been fantastic so far. Couple of real quality stops from Tuukka. 16:45 left in overtime. This draw to the left of Rask. Boston still out shooting New York 40-28, although the Islanders are lessening that margin more and more. That's a quick shot off the face-off win by the Islanders, sent wide. And now the Bruins have it. Some open ice here for Charlie McAvoy. McAvoy gains the line. And now Marchand from a tight angle shoots and scores! Brad Marchand wins the game! It sneaks by short side, and the Bruins take game 3. Out of absolutely nowhere, Boston steal game 3, and the crowd at the Nassau Coliseum is quiet as a mouse. Brad Marchand with a bit of a hopeless shot, but it somehow goes in. Wow. It all stemmed from a defensive play in Boston's own zone. How about that? McAvoy had a lot of open ice, took it all the way from the Bruins zone to the offensive zone, passed it off to Marchand, who just from the left wing wall fired one in on goal. And what do you know? He scores. Let's see how this one got by Varlamov. Marchand literally against the wall. Pajot was right near him. Oh, and I thought that shot snuck in short side, but no. Marchand roofed this puck glove side. Varlamov had the short side covered, but Marchand able to slip that one in. What a perfect shot from Brad Marchand, and the Bruins take a 2-1 series lead. Wow. The Islanders had all of the momentum, and I mean all of the momentum on their side for the end of the third period and then in overtime, but they can't pull through. And what a huge, huge victory that is for Boston. Yeah, go Bruins. Absolutely, Ben. What a game and what a way to end it. Before I sign off, here are the 3 stars of the game. First star has to go to Brad Marchand, scoring the game-winning goal. Second star does go to Semyon Varlamov, who had 39 saves, but not enough. And then third star, Taylor Hall. He had an assist tonight and a +1 rating as well. All right, I appreciate that, Ope Snow. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, and go Bruins. And one last thing before I sign off, I'll let you guys listen in to Brad Marchand's post-game thoughts, the hero for Boston.
Shift, and Chucky just kind of slowed the play down. Made a great little play to get it up, give me a little bit of time, and luckily found the back of the net.
What gave you guys all the confidence in the first period? Because they came at you pretty hard, but you guys dominated the first period. What was part of your game plan to allow you to survive the first 10 to 12 minutes?
Yeah, that we knew they were going to come out hard in this rink. It's an exciting crowd to play in front of, and obviously they were going to be happy to be back here and play in front of them. So we knew that was going to happen. It wasn't our best period. We played better as the game went on, but we were able to weather the storm and get through it. And again, it doesn't matter how you get the win in this situation in these games, as long as you get it, and we get through it tonight.
Thanks for your time, Brad. We'll see you for Game 4.
Thanks, dude.
All right, there you hear it from Brad Marchand. Thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. And you're getting into this series, Ben. Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. I'm glad. Well, this series continues with Game 4 on Saturday, 7:15 Eastern Time. In New York, once again, the Boston Bruins take a 2-1 series lead. Currently in the third period is a good game, game 3 between Carolina and Tampa Bay. But that will do it for my night. Hope you guys enjoyed. We've got 110 members of the Samuel Reese fan club. Yes, I appreciate all of the support, everybody. Thanks so much for supporting the channel and subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. Beantown 54, let's go, let's go. Bruins win 2-1 in overtime. Brad Marchand with the game